Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel, like my video, and do not forget to click the button. You've me Henrik on Henrik's TV. I want you to see the cars you're seeing. Man, that is the leader in Africa. He's driving, passing by people. You can see the Lord is not good, but he doesn't care. This is what we call leadership in Africa. You are seeing the Lord that is very bad, but the heavy cars that you are driving on this Lord, man, the most serious cars there. The leader's happy. He's enjoying life. Man, in Africa we are not serious, to be honest with you. Why should a leader drive those good cars on a poor road like that one? And you're seeing that road, but you don't even want to come out of the car and say, wait a minute, why do we have this Lord here? Because the Lord is bad. We cannot develop in Africa because of these types of leaders. They don't care about what we are going through. They are happy walking on us, on their heavy boots. They are oppressing us. They don't care. In Africa, this is what is happening. There are more roads like that one, which you are seeing now in Africa. But our leaders are not even concerned. They see things like this, but they don't do anything. That is the very poor Lord. And whosoever told the president to use that Lord made a mistake. Because the Lord is bad, but the cars the president is driving, is using, oh man, are very expensive cars. Why? But in Africa. And how many things are we ignoring like this in Africa? Yet we are enjoying in wherever we are staying or we are living. We must wake up in Africa. Because if we keep on ignoring these things, Africa will remain undeveloped forever. But now it is a time whereby we should begin to develop this continent, building everywhere, making sure that our roads are beautiful. Why are we concerned about the nice cars of the president? Yet the people the president is leading are poor. The country the president is living is poor. I think we can develop the country first before we get rich ourselves. Before we buy nice cars, let's develop the country first of all. No, such Lord is very bad for me. Not saying that wherever I'm staying there is a good Lord, because all the lords are like that in Africa. Even where I'm staying, lords are not good at all. But the leaders are not giving any attention to whatever is happening. We need to do something in Africa to develop. And we have to develop by not only thinking about where the president is staying or is living, or where the city center is. Development must be everywhere. It's so sad that we are ignoring such important. Look, there are more people living along this road. There are more people. But the president is not concerned. If I was a president driving such a road, I would have stopped first of all. And you asked, why do we have this road here? Instead of developing, why? Actually, why are you using me? Why are you allowing me to pass through this road when it is bad like the way it is? We must do something about this. We must develop. If we don't develop Africa, who else will develop Africa for us? If we don't build Africa, who else will build Africa for us? Why should we tolerate the living conditions of people to be like that in Africa? And the president is driving there in a nice car, very beautiful cars is using. But the condition of people, the Lord's not good at all. not developed at all. So what are they doing? Africa, we must wake up. We cannot be living like this. We must make sure that we build the continent. We develop the continent. Let's be more serious about whatever we are doing. If Africa is not developing, it's not because Africa cannot develop, but it's because of leaders that we are having. They're not concerned about what's happening in Africa. They don't want to hope to develop the continent. That's why you see those cars the president is using are very expensive. But are you able to see the road there? Road is sad for me. It's in bad condition. But it doesn't mean that we cannot develop that road. That road can be constructed and become one of the best roads. But the people who are leading us in Africa, they always ignore. Wherever there are poor people, they will ignore that area. They want to do improvement in areas where rich people are living. That's not development. Development must develop everywhere. And actually, you see yourself the place and you're driving and you're seeing that the road is bad. It must concern you. African leaders, you must make sure that you are developing the continent. You are doing everything to develop everywhere. There are more places in Africa which are undeveloped, and people are living there. We must make sure that development even reaches those areas where poor people are living. Because if we want to take people out of poverty, it is by us bringing the development closer to them, going in their areas and develop those areas, giving people all things that are necessary for their lives, developing without taking sides, but make sure that we develop everywhere evenly. Africa can develop, but if we keep on having leaders who ignore the poor people, then forget about the development of the continent. Forget about the development of the Africa. We can't develop if we ignore poor people. It's sad for me that African leaders can do whatever they are doing without, seeing the need to make sure that they end poverty of the people. But what they think about is about their lives, driving nice cars, living large life. Yet there are more poor people. If you have such a load, the president is driving on that load, but is not interested to develop the load. What about the lives of the people? You're still ignoring the lives of the people when people are poor. You must make sure that you bring development of the people in Africa. I'm so concerned that Africa, we are not developing because of the leaders, our leaders. I don't know whatever they want to achieve whenever they are leading us. Because for me, I'm leading because there are people who have got aspirations. It's not only to be concerned about my life, to drive nice cars, to be, living a large life when poor people have nothing to do, when we have such poor loads in countries in Africa. We can't develop like that. Let us develop Africa and let's build Africa for our people to live a better life, to change their life. We are all one, and let's develop in Africa so that we one day smile. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to ask you to subscribe my channel, like my video, and do not forget to click the notification button beneath me, Hanek on Hanex TV. Until next time, bye-bye.